Hey, what's going on, guys? Hold on here. I was having problems with the audio feed. Check. Okay, screen recorder. Okay, I am. Okay, BandLab is BandLabbing, and okay. So we're gonna go in here. I already did this video earlier today. I did the little video gate on 40 meters, and I wanted to compare no noise reduction to NR1 and NR2. Okay, so this video here I have uploaded to YouTube. It's private, so we're gonna go through. And we're going to compare. Let me get rid of this. Hang on here. Let's see. Oh, I'm fooling myself here. Give me a second here.
Provides a...
Okay, so normally most of us say, boy, hope the bean conditions are nice today. Well, for me, I turn this on. I was like, boy, hope the conditions are bad. So, because I really want to try out the noise reductions. So, oh well, it is what it is. Very quiet on the band. No static crashes, but nonetheless, we can still hear some differences. So I'm going to go through it. First, nothing on. I just want to get a baseline of how these two operators sound. One guy's hit me 30 dB, and the other guy's maybe like 8. So there's a little bit of difference there, which is cool. I can compare. Okay, here we go.
Waterproof connection.
Baseline.
And it works fine. It's up pretty high. The 80 meters about 90 feet up. And the 160 meter antenna is slightly above that at the center. It's about 92, 93 feet, and it's an inverted V.
Okay, one thing I want to mention here, every time I get on sideband and listen to anybody, first thing I do is, of course, tune them in, then I slide the slider all the way open and check out their lowest frequency they're transmitting, how much audio they're putting on there, and then I drag that down. I see a lot of people, if you look all the way down, hold on here. Let me mute this. Look all the way down to the bottom right-hand corner. See that low, negative 5081? You see that high number. I see a lot of people just leave that on default 100. So you're cheating yourself because a lot of these guys are transmitting below that. So first thing I do, I slide the slider all the way open, see what's their lowest frequency, and then I click and drag. I'll go back here, turn the mute back on. Where is that? Back here. Okay, here we go.
It's about 92, 93 feet, and it's an inverted V. And each leg of that is about 120 feet.
Okay, I'm already matched in there. I got him in. You can see he's transmitting down pretty low, well below 100. Okay, just a thought there. So don't forget to do that if you're in with the most.
Long. And I have a tie connected to a rope. And then I have the rope secured to a tree. So the ends of the inverted V for 160 are probably about 30 feet in the air or something like that. But you're doing well for just a dipole and 100 watts. Not bad at all.
Good 5 kc signal.
Well, I don't even have a dipole. It's just an end-fed.
Okay, one thing I also notice here, also what I see a lot of people not doing is using their automatic notch filter. You can see this little bit of heterodyne spike pop up, I don't know, like 3 kilohertz pop up here. Now, normally this is constant tone. If they just lock onto it really quickly, and it'll go away instantly. But even though this heterodyne isn't changing frequencies, it's changing in intensity. You can tell at first it takes a little bit for it to lock on. It comes up and takes us a couple of seconds for the Thetis to lock on and notch it out. But nonetheless, it does really, really well. So don't forget your automatic notch filter if you get a horrible heterodyne right in the middle of their passband.
Just an end-fed wire. That's all it is. And I like to get a tower. I'm trying to stay on 4-1. Even looking at, I'm thinking of either getting a gap or a hustler. Vertical. Meantime,
okay, automatic notch filter on.
And maybe I'm going to get just mount that and see what happens.
Wow, look how well that works.
Porch, which is over the garage, and I figure maybe I'll put it there or somewhere. And that's all I can do right now. That's my next goal. Maybe in the springtime I'll get myself a that vertical. I like to get a beam, but. First, I get a tower. I'm going to put the vertical on the tower, and then maybe later on, a couple years later, I'll get a beam.
I had a 18 AVQ high gain vertical one time that worked
Yeah,
well.
interrupt again. See how good that notch filter worked?
And also, I had a
Look at that.
18 AVQ high gain vertical one time that worked well. And also a
Okay, and notice also I'm changing my AGC gain to get a blend of the noise reduction while using the AGC gain to get the cleanest noise-free signal. So sometimes I get a blend of both.
a butternut. I think it was HF6V or something like that. Covered 80 through 10, and it worked pretty good on
Not a fan of
40,
NR1.
2015. A little, pretty much okay on 10, but 75 wasn't that good. But 40 it was a lot better. And I had 5 or 6 ground radials laid out for it. So, vertical probably worked fine, although I don't think I'd put it on a tower. I think I'd just ground
Okay, now
mount.
I know I'm splitting hairs here. Normally, it's going to be pretty bad for me to use any kind of noise reduction because, at least I can hear it, it does alter their audio a little bit. And for the guys out there very, very picky about how they sound, that's why when I take, for example, these guys right here, that's why I don't run any noise reduction when I'm recording these guys so they can hear exactly how they sound with nothing interfering.
As long as they all have the same UDP port number and they're all pointed to either.
Man, that sounds good. Whew. Anyhow, so to me, yes, I can hear a little bit, but it does reduce noise. So I don't know, give and take there. So to each their own. Okay, here we go.
Local host or your local IP address, they all work.
wrong
You can
one.
run them all at the same time. Yep.
Sorry. Back to this one. Here we go.
Down it somewhere and put out some ground radials.
Well, ground radios, I don't want to interfere with the guy who does my lawn. He's going to probably chew it up. So I don't want to do that. I was thinking actually, I saw one guy, he transmits off of his gutters, his rain gutters, literally. And I thought maybe you're using just maybe grounding to the gutters. I don't know how that would work. I'm trying to look into that right now.
You might be able to get away with that with 100 watts. I don't think I'd do it with a kilowatt because
And then once
start building up.
I know it's supposed to be about NR1 and NR2, but I prefer to match exactly their transmit or pass, what they're passing. So that's why I click and drag and really fine tune that to really catch everything there. So far, I'm not a fan of NR1. It's just not doing it for me. But NR2 is fantastic.
Voltage, it could make something catch fire. So I don't think I'd do rain gutters with high power. But if you got any trees, you could just put up a dipole or something like that. Or
This guy here, I can see, he's transmitting down 65, but he's not putting a lot of energy in that 65, but it still sounds very, very good. Very good 5kc signal. And we're almost done. Here we go.
end fed up a little higher and some trees, and you get pretty good results. Main reason I put up a tower is I've got a repeater on UHF here at the house. And then once I got it up, I thought, well, I guess I could put up some HF antennas. So I put up some beam antennas for HF, but there's nothing wrong with a good old dipole or even an end fed like you got. If you got a tuner, you can run that on different bands.
Okay, well, there you go. So NR1, I give it a thumbs down, at least under these conditions here. I don't like it. NR2, thumbs up, phenomenal. But on the other hand, I tend to be old school sometimes. Sometimes I like to hear a little bit of that natural air static in there. I don't know. To each their own. So do whatever you please. All right, there's a fun little experiment. KP68, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, free and clear. Click.